Well, before you asked me, that was not really in my mind, and I would try to make sure that it doesn't stay in there. Yes, we have not done well, but there were instances. Even the last time when we came here, we had a good opportunity to win the series, but we didn't cash in on that. So I think it's important that we play well. The only thing is in a three-match series, it becomes difficult if a team lags behind and lose the first game. Then there's a bit of extra pressure on the team that has lost the first game. Well, I think it works both ways because the more we know them, it's the same with them. They spend the same amount of time with us. And it's not only that. Also, if you see, I made my debut in 2004, and after that, we have toured South Africa quite a few times, not only for international tours. We had Champions Trophy, the 2007 20 over World Cup, and in between, we had a whole of IPL, Champions League, and all of that. So I think the guys are quite familiar with the condition out here. But still, I feel South Africa is one place where a lot depends on how the wicket is prepared and how the conditions are. Whether it's overcast or bright sunny day when the wickets can be really good for batting. So I think overall a lot will depend on what the circumstances are on that particular day. But keeping all that aside, I think. We all have a lot of love and respect for the South African players, and whenever we have played a series against them, it has been a tough series, but you'd hardly see any situation where individuals have crossed the line. Yes, you'll have a picture in mind. I know of the 2006 series, but it was two individuals, and they shared what they had in their mind. Well, I think one of the big challenges is to get used to the pace and bounce. And, if you have just new to the international circuit, then it becomes more of a challenge. The reason being, in India, even on the best of wicket, you don't get the same kind of pace or the bowlers who bowl with the same pace and bounce. So I think it becomes slightly more difficult for the players who have just made their debut at the international arena. But at the same time, some of the players who are playing for the last few seasons and who have got a decent outing all over the world, and also they have come to the same venue, then they know exactly how the situation will be or how the condition will be, and that gives them that edge to adapt quickly. At the end of the day, experience really counts. So I think if you had a few outing, it's always good for you. Well, I think what's important is how much you exploit the condition. It's not about having the best bowling attack. I think we've done pretty well. There have been ups and downs. Where we have struggled to some extent is when there's dew on the field, and when we play on really flat surfaces. That's the area where our bowlers have not done outstandingly well. But what we have seen is if there's a bit of help for them, for the spinners or the fast bowlers, then they have made the most out of whatever's on their on offer. So I think overall we are quite happy with how they have bowled so far, the ups and the downs, but quite happy that they are doing well. Well, we like them to continue with the same form, but it's not really in our hand. It's their home condition, so they'll definitely have their own plans. What we are working on is our strength. What's our strength when it comes to the batting department or the bowling department, and accordingly we'll try to make the most, because if you don't have bowlers who bowl 145 or 150, then no point thinking about pace and bounce. But if you have someone who can swing the ball, then we'll make the most of the condition out here. With the two new balls, they may get a bit of swing initially, try to get wickets in the first 10 overs, and that can have an impact on the game.
Last two, one.
I'm not sure about it. The reason we have won games where we have not scored too much, but at the same time we have won quite a few games where we have scored 350 odd runs, while chasing. So in the past 1 year, if you'll see, we'll have equal instances of players chasing down over 300 runs, and at the same time, defending something close to 150 odd runs. Of course, the number of overs were reduced, but for me to right now say which is a better pick, I'm not sure.
Lost.
Well, the second question I'll answer after the third ODI. It will be slightly easy for me. And wickets in hand is something, irrespective of where you are playing. What we have seen is if you have wickets in hand, 80% of the times, you get good runs in the last 10 or 8 overs. It's not like, only in the subcontinent if you have wickets in hand, it works. What we have seen is at times the wickets slow down too much. And actually, it's difficult for the new batsman to come in and play the big shot. So, in those circumstances, we have not been able to get a par plus score. So, I think a lot depends on how the wicket is and, how it's behaving, whether it has good pace and bounce. And what we have seen is generally if it has good pace and bounce, then the batsmen, they get, in the last 8 to 10 overs, they get runs that really adds on to a par plus score. So I don't think it's only limited to playing in the subcontinent or outside the subcontinent. I think wickets in hand more often than not helps you to put that extra 10 or 15 runs on the board.